everybody. Glad you've made the decision to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to the famed Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey, where so many great... The opening bell of this scheduled 12-rounder here. A much-anticipated fight. Round one underway. Well-targeted right hand by Mercer. Iron Mike now facing a pretty well-rounded, well-schooled boxer-puncher here, Teddy.
Yeah, a guy that he's not going to find just by standing there or just walking forward. He's going to have to cut the ring down. He's going to have to take some air out of the tires, goes downstairs to the basement a little bit. He's going to have to work his way in. He might have to earn it tonight.
Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Tyson's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. A stabbing right hand comes in by Mercer. So right from the start in this fight, he's committed to the body shots.
Well, that's the time to go there right at the beginning, because body work pays off for you later in the fight. No sense in wasting time. Get right to it.
Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. And now he's targeting upstairs. Scored well with that right hand to the body. Good counterpunch by Mike Tyson. And I love the way he delivered that, Teddy.
Yeah, he's using his feet to set up his offense. You don't always see that, but you see it there.
Combo. Oh, you got this one, baby. You got this one all day, all day.
Solid left hand to the head. He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. End of the round. And his lack of defense caught up with him there. No doubt about it. I mean, he just keeps his hands low, Ted.
Yeah, he keeps his hands low. He doesn't move his head enough. He's an inviting target. He's a guy that you want if you're in the other corner.
Here we go. Round two is underway. Mike Tyson's on the wrong end of a destructive uppercut.
Keep him.
A thunderous punch able to land to the head.
Joe, he thought he was out of range. He wasn't.
Able to land another power shot early on here, Teddy. Does he have to worry about trying to keep up this pace?
No, I don't think so. If he keeps at this pace, he's not going to be around to worry.
They both decide to bring it. And he ties up on the inside. Boy, that'll put a smile on a trainer's face, landing a flush, strong hook by Mike Tyson. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Halfway through round number two. Fine work with the left hand. He landed well by Mercer. A well-placed, gutsy uppercut after being tagged. Well-targeted two-punch combo by Mike Tyson. A clean, crisp right hand by Merciless. Right to the belt line. Off the target by Mike Tyson. Huge uppercut by Tyson. Comes right back with some offense of his own. You see him zeroing in with that left hand to the body. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. You look at those punch stats and you say, okay, Mike Tyson is the busier man. It doesn't matter if Mike Tyson's busy or not. It doesn't take much for him to get rid of a guy.
No, because you know that he's not looking to outpitch you. He's looking to outhit you. And he's looking to do it with one shot, right over the fence.
Takes a step back, then the counter punch by Mike Tyson.
Very similar to what you see Floyd Mayweather do. You know, make a miss, pull that shoulder back, and then come right back with the counter.
Mike Tyson's speed, to me, Teddy, is clearly the biggest difference we've seen so far tonight.
Yeah, but there's ways to take away speed. One is to go downstairs to the body and start to discourage the guy a little bit. You know, take some of the air out of those sails.
Right hand over the top, very accurate with it.
Come on.
Oh, you see him with the left of the head there? Little head hunting never hurt, does it with the hook.
Use the ring, use the whole ring.
Right to the head with that right. Right hand downstairs. Solid right by Merciless. Look at that combination by Mike Tyson. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs.
Work the body, keep your feet moving.
Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Ted, he's trying to punch his way out of this damage he's incurred, but that's not the answer.
Now, he's in a rainstorm. He needs an umbrella. And instead, he's running right out into the rain.
Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Merciless.
Keep your distance. Keep your head.
Right hand over the top, very accurate with it.
Focus. Focus.
Solid uppercut. And you see how he just set the table for that right hand after the jab. Turns over that hook and he does damage upstairs.
Buddy's moving.
And that's the end of round 3.
Okay? When he throws, make him miss and count.
Tyson's enjoying a lead on Teddy's scorecard the first time we look at the scores ringside here tonight. Although early on here, it's not as if either man is in complete control of this fight. Good exchange, he fires back. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Mike Tyson turns that hook in well.
Hits the body, baby, body blows.
Well-targeted left hand by Merciless. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. Boy, he really digs in when he decides to throw that uppercut. Good job. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Solid right by Merciless. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Scoring with the right hand by Merciless. Now, Teddy, are you a fan of this right here? It seems like he's going for broke right now, where shouldn't he just be worried about getting fully recovered from what just happened?
Yeah, well, that would mean that he's thinking right. He's not thinking right now.
That's a solid right hand by Merciless. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot.
Nice work, nice work, nice work.
What a damaging blow. Nice hook upstairs. Nice solid left hand scored by Merciless. Nice work, Tyson with the hook. How about that left hand? He returns the favor with an uppercut. And that's the end of round 4. You know, Teddy, I'm looking at that cut as he's in the corner now, and it doesn't look good at all. Do you think he thinks he has to go out there and try to end this fight?
Not only does he think it, I think he's right. I think that he probably has very little time left before the referee or the doctor's going to stop this. And he needs to be thinking that way if he's not.
Scores big with the hook to the head.
Nice work, nice work.
To the head he goes with a left hand. Mike Tyson lands the hook flush. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
And he returns on that exchange.
That's it. That's it.
A well-placed hook from Mike Tyson.
Come on, baby, move your head.
Not much action as he just ties up. Scores up top with a left. Mike Tyson's showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores.
Back to the body.
And he just turns that hook up top, and it does damage.
Side to side.
Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Late goings here of this round, and he goes down. Can he survive it?
One, two, three. Get up, damn it!
Oh, boy, what a break he just caught. The bell rings at the end of the round. Saved by the bell.
And if you're in the corner, what do? Well, you just finished painting the house, you know, and you want to paint a little more, but the paint is still wet. You got to wait for it to dry a little bit. You got to wait for your guy to wake up. You got to wait for the cobwebs to go away before you can do more painting.
He clinches when he gets to the inside. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. That is boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Merciless. Good step back counterpunch there. Mike Tyson's going out there after just being knocked down in the last round. If you're standing opposite him, what's the mentality? What's the strategy here?
Well, you want to go after him, but you don't want to walk into a trap either. You want to kind of size him up a little bit. You want to see if he looks like he's okay, but at the same...
Big shot there. Of course, Mike Tyson has a history with being down, but not necessarily out. Will this be like the first knockdown against Buster Douglas or the final one?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, get to your feet.
So the knockdown scored against Mike Tyson, but his opponent may want to watch out as Tyson has steadied himself back up on his feet.
Don't stay in one spot.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot.
1, 2, that's it.
Comes across with a hook up top, and he just holds on there. What the old-timers want to see, combination punching by Mike Tyson.
Keep moving.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. He's losing this fight, and I think it's easy to see why. He's getting hit by that left hand far too much.
Well, the most elementary thing, the first thing you're taught in boxing is use your left hand. The second thing, get away from it. I guess he never learned that second thing.
Big shot comes crashing home. Can he beat the count? I don't think so here, Teddy.
Now I know where they got that saying, falling like a sack of potatoes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
over. The fight is over. Tyson's a knockout victim. He couldn't beat the count.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of knockouts, your winner, Mercer.
A definitive ending to this bout. Mike Tyson's knocked out.
Questions about his chin before this fight, those questions, they've been